Jason Demers is going to join us at the top of the hour, but Frank is with us right now. How are you enjoying Edmonton, Frank?
Well, smoky when I arrived, and now it kind of feels like, look outside, kind of feels like the sky is falling.
Yeah. Smell like the sky was falling the last couple of days.
No, that was actually just the Oilers play.
Hey. Damn it.
I went into that game last night, game 3 between the Oilers and Canucks, more confident in the Oilers than I had ever been. I was like, they're going to come out on home ice. I literally wrote an 1,100-word article about this. They're going to come out on home ice where they've been better this year, scoring 1.12 more goals per game at home versus on the road. Power plays like 13% better at home versus on the road. Stuart Skinner's save percentage, 24 points better or whatever the math is at home versus on the road. I thought they were going to just lay it to the Canucks.
I would have bought all of that.
Yeah.
And I would have said, you take the third period from game 2, you bottle that up, and you give it to the Oilers and have it be a feeding frenzy on home ice, kind of like game 1 against the Kings.
Instead, it was all Canucks early.
Instead, it was the Canucks punching the Oilers in the face quite literally from the first shift on.
Yeah, that was a crazy first shift.
3-1 score.
You get your lunch handed to you by Dakota Joshua and his line.
Yeah.
3 solid hits to start off a game.
Well, what was it? Dakota Joshua blew up Ekholm. Garland was literally pinning McDavid to the ice, and I think Lindholm got a shot away. That was the first 12 seconds of the game. So good. We're ready to go.
Matthias Ekholm.
One team came ready to play.
Yeah.
100%. And I, to give credit to the Canucks, I thought that was about as damn fine of a road period as you can play. They were opportunistic, but they didn't let their success offensively change their game plan at all. They continued to just kind of hang back, keep the Oilers to the outside. If we need to ice a puck, we'll ice a puck. If we need to lob it out to the neutral zone and force the Oilers to reset, we'll do that. We're not going to make plays at the blue lines. Like, they played perfectly in the first period, I thought. The Oilers did not. Edmonton turns on the Jets in the final 40. The Canucks had, 4 shots in the back half of that hockey game? But Edmonton's done in by a goalie with a .790 save percentage.
They also weren't, to be totally honest, they weren't really that threatening.
The Oilers?
Seelovs made a lot of saves.
I think the third period, for as much as the Oilers had the puck, it was a lot of like skating around, and it looked nice. And it was like, hey, they're kind of close, but it wasn't anything like the third period of game 2.
Didn't it feel a little bit like the Kings game when the Oilers were doing it to the Kings, where they were just like, yeah, you have the puck all you want, but you're not getting anywhere close to the net to create chances for yourself.
Yeah. Out of those 42, how many of those saves would you say were A+ for Seelovs, where it was like, whoa, he took away a goal?
5.
The one where he reached back into the net and pulled it out, or pulled it off the goal line.
One.
To me, there was the Draisaitl break. That was one.
Vinny in the first period.
And then there was the 15 seconds to close out the second period where he made 3 really good saves in a row.
Almost scored.
All of which asks a totally fair question, which is, why can't the Oilers, why is it unreasonable to think that the Oilers can't get a sequence like that from Stuart Skinner? Why can't Stuart Skinner come up with a good save? And why is it that Stuart Skinner is getting the wheels beaten off of him by Arturs Seelovs, of all people, that I'd venture to say 99% of people in Edmonton did not know his name in the regular season.
Yeah. Can you tell the story you shared on the DFO rundown about Seelovs?
It's wild. So as recently as last week, so he got called up in March. Demko went down. He played some games. They said, hey, no need to get a hotel. We own a condo building that's basically almost attached to the rink right next to Rogers Arena. Move on in. Team-owned condo. Dude's been getting woken up by the sun every morning in Edmonton or in Vancouver because this place is Spartan and not decorated. And he finally says to the team, like, hey, do you think I could get some blackout shades in here? And
there were no curtains, no blinds.
Nothing. He's like, yeah, I mean, I guess our starting goalie probably shouldn't be getting woken up at 5:30 by the sun every day. And then Rick Tockett's like, this guy's low maintenance.
Yeah.
He's like, I never hear from him. And all he does is stop the puck. There's no fanfare. There's nothing crazy. And it's just stringing together game after game, big moment after big moment. That coupled with the other issues that the Oilers have, no depth scoring, watch your captain get cross-checked in the face to end the game, no response. And I know you have an explanation for that.
Do you think
Have we reached our pets' heads are falling off stage? I know they can still win this series.
Yeah, they're only down 2-1. You win game 4, best of 3. Like, let's go.
I
But
think the depth scoring thing has been an issue, but I think last night it was interesting because they hit the post 4 times, right? One of them was Kane, one was Brown, one was Ryan. You get one. Of them,
Kane, Brown, Ryan, Nuge, and Dry
hit 1 too, so they hit 5.
They hit 5 goal posts.
Perry was like on the goal line, cleared. Like
Derek Ryan was on the goal line, cleared off.
That's right. Yes, holding the
7 times they beat Sea Logs.
I feel like the depth wasn't as bad as it's being portrayed last night. They just didn't get the bounce. They got the bounce on the first goal, then just didn't get any other ones.
Here's where I'll disagree with you on that. I would accept that if we haven't sat through 8 games in the playoffs where the depth does fuck all.
Let me just tell you this. The Vancouver Canucks in game 1 have had more scorers than the Oilers have had all series.
Liam,
game 1?
You
They
can
had
say
I'm not saying
they had
it's
5
saying-
different guys score in game 1. And since then, the Oilers have had, I think, 4 total or 5 total.
The crazy stat, it might have ended yesterday, but a Vancouver defenseman had been involved in every single goal. Which is
the Oilers
crazy.
have 3 goals in 3 games from Ekholm.
Yeah. Kane,
but it's
assisted on that goal.
only the guys that are on the ice and who played, by the way, 13 of the 20 minutes in the third period. Those are the only 5 guys that actually have contributed so far in this round.
Yeah.
True or false?
True. No, it's true. Do you think, and like, I want to preface this too, like, I think the depth obviously needs to be better, but I think last night they did show signs of improvement. You had created chances and everything, but when
that doesn't count. It's a 7-game playoff series. Like, this is not, you don't get there.
But when
this is not horseshoes.
I'm not.
They don't play. Like, guys aren't playing.
They
Those
don't
guys are
play
playing 30
because they
minutes.
are not producing.
But there's certain, like Ryan McLeod is not producing. But
No.
I think the fourth line actually showed a bit of fight yesterday.
I thought they did too, and I get that. But again, I would be less hesitant to criticize them if Derek Ryan had 2 goals so far in the playoffs and Corey Perry had done literally anything.
Yeah.
And Warren Fogle had actually scored on a goalie. His 1 goal is an empty netter in game 1 against LA. This dude scored 20 goals in the regular season, and he left his brain at game 82.
Yeah,
he punched a guy when he was in the play on the bench, and he punched
agree.
a guy. He's a moron.
There's not.
I've never
not a lot
said
of brain
Fogle
cells
was
there.
good. I said the fourth line played well yesterday and hit the post twice, which is a fact.
I know.
They played 10 minutes,
But I
and
want-
actually the only line outside of the McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman line that put a bit of effort into the game. Ryan McLeod has been basically irrelevant to this series. Like, we want to talk about people getting scratched. I mean, what has he done to earn his spot besides playing well defensively? Like, I get that, and it's very important, but like,
The
you're
chat
not
really
doing
seems to want
anything.
Sam Gagne.
I mean, fuck it. At least he'll look like he cares.
I mean,
he
I
can't
don't know about
play.
you guys, but I love trading a first-round pick for a guy and healthy scratching him since round 3.
I don't-
3 of round
Well, I mean,
1.
he was a throw into the Henrique deal, so it's does not that's
Tell
not,
me why he played over Connor Brown. Didn't play over Connor Brown last night.
because Sam Carrick was the first 2 games against LA was brutal.
Have you watched Connor Brown this season?
I actually thought Connor Brown was, again, if you want to give props to the fourth line, I thought Connor Brown moved well, kept the cycle alive a few times in the third period when he got his shifts. Like, I don't care between Connor Brown, Sam Carrick, Corey Perry.
We can talk about this until we're blue in the
Exactly.
face. If Stuart Skinner doesn't stop more pucks, it's all 100% irrelevant.
It's basically the storyline of the whole series.
It
is
is.
how bad Skinner has been. I think it was NHL Sid put it out today. The Oilers base, the best save percentage they have needed in these 3 games to win a game is an 875.
And I said it on DFO Live today. If Stuart Skinner has just been below average in this series, just below average, that is all we are asking for as a fan base, just below average. The Oilers are up 3-1 and are getting ready to sweep the Canucks tomorrow. They win game 1 if he doesn't give up 3 stinkers. They win game 2 in regulation if he doesn't give up that Zadorov goal. And they win game 3 by 2 goals if he's below average. I'm not even talking good. I'm not even talking passing grade. If he's D+, they are up 3-0 right now. That is absolutely insane.
Which is why I think you have to go to Pickard for game 4.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.